Yes, our viewers, welcome to Maskani Podcast, being episode 7.
Of the year, being
Eh,
the first episode
episode
of
of
the
the year
year and
2026.
seventh episode of the Maskani Podcast
Eh,
254.
ndo hivyo 2026 mwaka wako umeanza vipi?
Mwaka wangu umeanza vizuri,
Aha.
ijapokuwa ni mbwembwe tu za hapa na pale za kisiasa,
Mhm.
but it's upon us kuambia mtazamaji whatever that is happening.
Yeah.
More so the political landscape across the country,
Mhm.
several regions of the country.
Mhm.
So our viewer, just stay tuned, alafu all shall be well.
Wanasema kama mkao wa kula. Kuna mtu alisema everything that we do is politics.
Sure.
Kila kitu chenye tunafanya ni siasa. So today we're gonna be talking about how the Western Kenya politics is shaping
No.
the entire nation's politics. Yeah, so to start us off, we're gonna be talking about Natembeya.
Hey, Commander.
Natembeya, is he walking?
That's the person mwenye nimesikia sana watu wanasema he is the commando. Yeah.
So Natembeya, of course, amekuwa ni first term governor and you can see his political currency imekuwa ina rise day in
Bila
day
shaka.
out.
Naam.
But now tukiangalia in Western tunapata tuko na Natembeya, tunapata Natembeya Trans Nzoia, tunapata Bungoma, tuko na
Papa wa Roma,
alafu tuko na pia na Didmas
yako pale.
Tunapata kuna Lusaka Bungoma,
Tuna Timu Wanyonyi
ako pale pia Bungoma. Kisha tunakuja tunapata Kakamega, tuko na Fernandez Baraza, tuko na Oparanya pia. Kwa hivyo unaangalia sisi kama watu kama jamaa wa Western wakishasema wamempatia Natembeya yeye kama kingpin wa Western. Je, hawa majamaa wengine itakuwa vipi juu jamaa wengine pia wako na wafuasi wao? Ingekuwa vizuri kama wangekuwa wanakuja kama block moja, lakini sasa kufikia sasa tunaona Natembeya ni kama ni sauti ambayo iko peke yake. Je, Natembeya ana sauti ambayo inaweza ongoza watu wa Western bila kukuwa na mkono wa Weta, bila kukuwa na mkono wa Oparanya, bila kukuwa na mkono wa Fernandez?
Ndugu yangu, unajua mimi kitu ambacho najua ni kwamba politics is a mind game. Politics is a mind game. Na for those people who are saying that Western Kenya is haiko united, I believe they are wrong. Because ukiangalia, okay, kuna ile dhana ya kwamba they are not united, of which they are just seeing them, the leaders not talking one voice. But ukiangalia closer, hakuna mtu ambaye anasimama anaambia huyu ya kwamba wewe sikutaki. They are just trying, wanajaribu kurekebishana.
But now ukiangalia time, ukiangalia we are in 2026 and as per now hatujapata a clear path ya watu wa Western ni path gani wanafuata. Je, wafuate Wetangula ama wafuate Natembeya? As per now inafaa tuko tumeona that clear path ambayo watu wa Western inafaa wafuate.
Unajua brother, mimi ukiniambia ya kwamba as per now hatujapata clear pattern ya kwamba who to follow. Na ni juzi tu tumeona statistics imesema nani ndo kingpin. Imesema ni nani ndo kingpin? Natembeya. Yeah, sure. Infotrack imesema Natembeya ndo kingpin. Si ndio? Hata ukilinganisha ile takwimu ya Mheshimiwa Wetangula na Mheshimiwa Mudavadi ukiziweka pamoja haziwezi mfikia bwana Natembeya. So that clearly shows that Natembeya is the kingpin of Western region.
Now swali linatokea hapa tena. The way ana conduct politics zake, the way anafanya steps zake, is he stepping the right way?
Actually, he's on the right way. Because ukiangalia politics za Natembeya ni zile politics za kutetea wananchi. Sijaona akisimama mahali Natembeya akisema ya kwamba I'm supporting this somebody because nataka 2027 ifike mahali. Take for example something of the sort kitu ilifanyika Mumias. The moment Mumias was about to be leased, Nzoia ilikuwa about kuuzwa. Something that happened in Kolomani. The same leader, Natembeya, was the one who was there together with Boni Halwale. They were just advocating for the issues that are affecting Kenyans.
And tukisema maybe they were riding on that to increase their popularity.
Actually, as a leader, you have to do so. Unlike others who are doing that, actually they are supporting other people in order because they are desperate. Some leaders in Western Kenya, I can see them. They are desperate because the one who was making them to be where they are is normal.
So unasema wale ambao walikuwa wana ride kwa mgongo ya Weta. By the way, kuna watu ambao walikuwa wana politics zao kama yuko Ford Kenya. Politics yake, biashara yake imeisha. Siasa zake zimeishia pale. Weta atakuja pale, utakuwa na kapicha kake kadogo kaweta pale juu kwa nini yake, then hivyo ndo atakuwa amepita. So tukisonga mbele, Wetangula ni, unajua, we can't ignore him. He's a force, he is still a force to reckon. Wetangula kule Chwele ward alipigwa, alifunikwa na
alionyesha kivumbi
na mgombeaji huru ambaye alikuwa anaungwa mkono na Tembea na nini, mbunge wa Kabuchai Majimbo Kalasinga. So Wetangula, the next step Wetangula inafaa afanye ni gani? Kwa sababu tukiangalia his political life is in danger.
Unajua, kulingana na mimi, Wetangula, I do respect that man because he is our elder. Na amekuwa in government, actually so many things alikuwa na push. Some of the things alikuwa na push.
Wapi vitu kama
most of them alikuwa na push zikitusaidia. Hata kama ni kidogo, lakini zilikuwa okay. The thing I'm talking about is that we cannot underrate him because even though that small thing yenye ali bring on the table, whenever hata kama alikuwa opposition, hata kama alikuwa wapi, lakini he was bringing some things unto us.
Ngoja kwanza hapo, unajua hapa ndo tunapata tunakosea. Most of the times tukiwa na mtu wetu kwa serikali, huwa tuna feel ni kwamba we are part of the government. Tunakuwa comfortable. Kwa hiyo government tunatulia, tunasema wetu yuko pale. Kwa hivyo tuna relax, tunakubaliana na kile ambacho serikali itakuwa inafanya, serikali of the day itakuwa inafanya, kwa sababu mtu wetu ako pale. Tukianza kuanalyze, Wetangula amekuwa kwa siasa miaka mingapi?
And that is where I was coming from. Okay, nilikuwa nakuja hivi. For those few things zenye Wetangula ameleta, tusizihesabu, but
aziko hatuwezi hesabu kwa sababu aziko.
That is why nilikuwa nasema something that happened in Chwele ward. It should be a lesson to Honorable Moses Masika Wetangula, because being defeated in your bedroom, actually that's in your ward, that is a very frustrating action, and he should step up. He should restructure his ways, because ukiangalia, so many people now are tired. Why are they tired? They are tired because the regime that is on the control right now, it's not even caring about the people. Ukiangalia, most of the leaders sasa hivi, they are not even working for the people. They are there to make sure that some people whom they support, they have secured the second chance, of which that is their mission now, not advocating for their people. So Mr. Wetangula is a very great man whom I do respect. I myself, I respect. But there is some things as a human being you have to do the wrong, and you have you have to correct yourself. And I believe that is what Bwana Speaker is doing right now.
But,
because it's not yet 2027. We never know. Who knows? Maybe Mlembe Nation has a great ambitions uko mbele. Huwezi jua, maybe wanaweza fika mahali waseme, Bwana Sifuna, we are calling you. Bwana Ososi. And for those people who are saying that leaders of Western Kenya are not united, let me tell you, leaders are born. You know, leaders are born. And in Western Kenya, we have so many leaders. We have Caleb Hamisi, we have Ososi, we have Sifuna. When you have those three people on board, united, actually these elder leaders, hata wakisema nini, I'm not much concerned about it. As long as Sifuna, Hamisi, with the Ososi, they're united. Where is the lie,
But
bro?
Baraza, you are a political analyst.
Actually, I'm a political analyst.
I can see some biasness.
No, I'm not being biased. I'm just being truthful.
Being you.
I am just being me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
tukiongelea Wetangula, hatuwezi sahau ndugu yake wa ubavuni, our brother Mudavadi. So Mudavadi, one of the blunder zenye alifanya, he folded his party, akaiweka kwa mfuko, akaipeleka UDA.
And that was the worst mistake that
tell me about that.
did it. Because how can you tell me that you had the party, this party hapo nyuma ilikuanga mpaka na governor, ilikuanga na MPs, MCS, and even I think when was Mudavadi amesimama president, right? And it was through
he was two.
He was two.
Yeah, he was two.
Yeah, he was two. But niambie ANC chama ambayo ilijulikana Western.
Kulikuwa pia na Coast I think.
Yeah, Coast. It was there, I think governor was it Gideon Mung'aro or somebody? Alikuwa governor under ANC. Malala here amekuwa senator under ANC. So how can you tell me that somebody can just come and lure you to fold your party unto his?
But now, you know, was Mudavadi still relevant to Western politics?
Actually, no. Absolutely no.
So alifanya tu kitu iko sawa.
No, you know, hakufanya kitu iko sawa. And you know, the only problem with the nowadays leaders, they cannot think about the future. Hiyo ndo problem. Like they think about themselves. Unajua Mudavadi angemold a youth like Malala. Angekuja achukue any youth from Western Kenya to prepare. No, I'm telling you about ANC. Angekuja like amente a youth mwenye anaweza take over ANC leadership. Ampatie, aweke visiki hapo, aseme this is the party we are going to grow as Western youth, you know. So that was the blunder alifanya. So, folding ANC to UDA, it was the biggest blunder. Na hiyo ili kill political criteria yake.
So saizi ukiangalia akikuja Western, by the way, hakuna mahali anaweza lala. Kwa sababu you don't have anything.
Hakuna. Because even nilikuwa naona hata barabara ya kwenda kwake. Very tormenting.
So jana, before we move on, jana ndo mi usema these politicians, most of the times they always think about themselves.
Sure.
They start with me first before they think
about
they think about you as a voter. So jana nimekuwa nafuatilia the processions, ile political rally yenye ilikuwa hapa Kakamega. Ya ODM sijui Linda what
na Linda ground. Sure.
Yeah, I was following that thing. Na hapo jana nilikuwa nimetegemea wakati kuna political rally kama hiyo, nilikuwa nategemea wale watu ambao watazungumza kwenye hiyo rally watakuwa wanazungumza yale mambo ambayo wananchi wanapitia, ama yale wananchi wanalalamika kuhusu the government of the day. I also expected them to offer alternative solutions kupitia kwa hiyo rally. But now jana wameitana bwana, a big rally, wameitana wote, wamefika hapo. What they are talking about, wanaongelea vile wao watapata shares in the next government. And I was, what the fuck is this?
Then talking about Western politics, yesterday it showed that actually ODM is in Western, it's dying. Actually, it's not dying. It died with Baba Raila Amolo Odinga.
In Western, ODM is
dead. In Western, ODM is dead. It died with Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Because yesterday I was following closely about the rally that was in Kakamega.
Yeah.
The people who are talking, the leader who are present there, actually, almost all of them are from Nyanza. Almost all of them.
Most of them
were from Nyanza. Tell me which leader that was there. Even here in Kakamega, I saw only Honorable Baraza. He was the only person there from ODM. Most of them, I saw there, Lusaka is from Bungoma. Otoma is from Busia. Otichilo is from Vihiga. Then Samu Atandi, Kisumu. Junet Muhammad, Migori. So Gladys Wanga. So I was asking myself, like, where is this ODM? And the only thing that is anchoring people is that these people are taking Baba's party for the sake of themselves. And that is why we saw yesterday Baba's daughter.
There was parallel.
Chogo.
So jana wakati yao kwa Kakamega, Winnie Odinga together with Junior, Raila Junior, were in Kamkunji. They had also a rally, a political rally.
And it was just unplanned rally. It was just unplanned. They didn't plan for it.
And now what stood out in the rally ya hapa Kakamega, still ungeona zile rifts, even though wanasema wako pamoja. Unajua, jana kumekuwa na wale wenye kwa Kakamega
na wengine
wako Kamkunji.
And remember, in Western Kenya yesterday, there was something strange that happened. And actually, I was asking myself, like, even if Baba is dead, is this the way you can respect him? Like, you can disrespect him? Because you cannot tell me that ODM is planning for a rally, an ODM rally, collective rally. Then you split into two. Actually, yesterday, we had two groups of ODM rallies. They were the ones that followed Oparanya were in Butere. The ones that followed Governor Baraza were in Kakamega.
So we had 3 ODM rallies
yesterday. Yesterday. 3 ODM rallies yesterday. The one chaired by former governor and who is now the CS Oparanya. Then the one chaired by Governor Baraza. You know, the main reason is that these people are wrangling about who is the chairperson of ODM. So that is the only problem.
That stood out in the rally where Oburu alikuwa.
So
you can see kuna sasa 3, more than even 3. Kuna the Odinga, the Winnie's group, the Oburu's group, the Oparanya's group, the Sifunas. So ODM is dead.
But you know what I do believe in is that Baba didn't create ODM to be the way it is. But I'm so opportunistic that ODM is going to emerge as a new party.
But who will?
We have very strong youths. We have very strong. If you can follow closely,
frustrated by the central committee.
Let me tell you. If you can follow closely about the remarks of Sifuna and Winnie Odinga and Babu Owino, ODM is going to be reborn, and ODM is going to emerge from grassroots, from down. They are going to quit the party, but they are coming up with their own party. Believe me not.
On that, you've said that the best, you can see Sifuna, the Akina Winnies, the Akina Babus, you can see them you can see them moving out of ODM and creating another party that will be very strong. Will that be a best move, or will it be a good move for Sifuna?
Actually, it will be a good move, because let me tell you, what if they form a new party, then they continue where Baba left? Now that this other party has been grumbled by other people, whose main role is to get whatever they want, you know? And when I look at these people who are now in the party, who are claiming that we are going to form some coalitions, these are the people who are frustrated because they were being carried by Baba. Without Baba, they cannot make it. They can't. Let me tell you, my brother. Coming the general election of 2027, these people, if they were to vie on their own, they are not going to make it.
Oburu is very strong.
I'm telling you, they are not going to make it. Believe me not.
Oburu has replaced Baba.
Okay.
Therefore, anybody who will ride on Oburu's
Let me tell you, my brother. This thing has been said. Yesterday, our dear sister Winnie Odinga told us that nobody can copy-paste Baba. And even Sifuna retweeted the same tweet, saying nobody can copy-paste Baba. And that is the truth. Nobody can copy-paste Baba. That's for sure.
So we saw those rifts, and ODM, it will disintegrate, and most probably it will not reach 2027 as a wall party. We've seen those rifts, and they are not good for the structure of that. But so what I was saying is that these guys, all those guys that we've been talking about, what they were talking about was how they can benefit, how they can benefit in the next general election, in the next government. So these are guys who doesn't care about you. These are guys who cares about themselves. Yeah. So we've digressed a bit, but we are still on the track. Now, opposition in Kenya. Do we really have opposition in Kenya? Because when you see Gachagua, his politics is one term, Kasongo must go. Natembeya, his politics is Tawe. But now, what is the real problem? What is the problem of the Kenyans? What is the problem that the Kenyan youths have? The problem is unemployment. The problem is corruption. The problem is impunity. But now, the opposition is not offering the alternatives on how, if they take the government next year, what they will fix, where they will fix as per now. Now, when you listen to them, their politics is just shoddy. It is noisy. You can't get what they are talking about. Therefore, as a political analyst, do you see a real opposition, a real political opposition in Kenya as per now?
What I can say is that we have opposition that is not the strongest opposition.
We have a weak opposition.
We have a weak opposition. The strongest opposition died with Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Even if people claim that Baba Raila Amolo Odinga aliweka ile coalition with the President Ruto na opposition ikakufa hivyo. No. Baba was there to serve as the opposition leader in Kenya. But remember, Baba alienda kwa ile coalition because of something. What was it? Kenya was heading in a very wrong direction. Now Baba, due to the love he have for Kenya, he decided, like, there is no more suffering, there is no more killing. Let's come and talk. And that is why people are failing to understand the 10-point agenda Baba put between ODM and UDA.
Yes.
Amaluya, please, I'm sorry. Amaluya.
We understand you.
We understand.
Got you.
So Baba put between ODM and UDA. And for these people who are just meandering around saying like Baba left us in broad-based government, we will still be broad-based government. No, I'm coming to that point. For those people who are saying that Baba left us in broad-based government, they have forgotten that the role of ODM is the opposition party. It was the second party after the election. So it is the opposition party. So if ODM could have been serving as the opposition party in Kenya, we could have been having a very strongest opposition. But now that ODM is not serving as the opposition party, we have no opposition. More so, right now we are having opposition, but it's the weakest opposition.
How can we now? Why do we call it weak? What?
It's weak because these people aren't talking about. They are not talking the same language. They are not talking the same language.
The same language, you mean unity?
Unity? No unity. Because actually, if you can see the opposition as it used to be under the former Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, it was the strongest opposition. Ruto could have assembled his people during hiyo kitu venye they diverged like
yeah,
unaona venye walikosana na rais mstaafu Uhuru Kenyatta. Ruto was having a very strong opposition. He was having a very strong team. Actually, angeenda mahali, angeenda na watu wake. But now that saizi unaweza muona Gachagua anaongelea mlimani, talking about his people. Matiang'i sometimes umuone huku. Even if Matiang'i now
is Matiang'i part of the opposition?
Actually, Matiang'i is part of the opposition. Why? We can claim that because if you can see these people together one or two times, you can just answer yourself that he's in opposition.
But does he have any effect in opposition? I've not really seen his effect in opposition.
Effect of Matiang'i?
Yeah.
You know, Matiang'i is a very good person.
Mhm.
And if people could have just come together, fetch knowledge from Matiang'i, this Kenya could have been a very good country.
How do you gauge him as a good person? What on which basis? On
Okay, if you can look very keenly about the education sector,
Mhm.
when Matiang'i was the Minister for Education, Matiang'i was a very tough man.
Mhm.
Remember when the schools, the colleges were being closed,
Mhm.
even to his bedroom, Kisi, people were going to him saying that now that these are home, please spare us.
Mhm.
But alisimama akasema, no, we are all Kenyans.
Mhm.
We have to do it the right way, you know?
But he can make a good minister, but maybe a very poor president.
No, how do you know? Because, okay, what I know is that, you know, somebody is judged is always judged by his past experiences,
Mhm.
or rather whatever he did while in government.
Mhm.
So the only thing that is good with Matiang'i is his zeal and passion to do something.
But now when we judge people by that, the current president, before he became a president, he had a lot of scandals. So if we could have been using that to gauge the mtu ambaye inafaa tumpige kura, Rais William Ruto angekuwa amechaguliwa.
No, remember, you know, Kenyans by that time, before the 2022 general elections, actually Kenyans were blind-minded.
Now we can easily say we were fools.
Kenyans were not thinking. Because when you can look keenly at the manifestos of President William Ruto, actually, even if I can just come to you, Patrick, I tell you that after something, I'll do you that thing. And you know very well you are in need of that thing. Actually, you'll vote for me. But after there, whatever the government is doing to the people of Kenya, no.
But now we have to dive deep on this matter, the relevancy of opposition. The opposition in Kenya is very, I can say they are very egocentric, because I have only seen one person who has a bit tried to talk about what the Kenyans want, and that is Jimmy Wanjigi. I was listening to one of his interviews, and he was commenting on matters debt. Yeye alikuwa anaongelea vile yeye akichukua serikali vile ata deal na debts, yeye akichukua serikali vile ata deal na corruption. But now tukiangalia now he has good agenda, he has good ideas, but now his political prowess iko chini. But now hii side ingine unakuja unapata mtu mwenye ako na political power, political prowess, but now hapo kwa agenda ndo ana. Na hao ndo watu tunawasikiza. Most of the time hao ndo wase tunawasikiza. So as per now, Wakenya, can we really rely on opposition to give us solution when it comes to 2027?
You know, solutions aren't given before the election. Solutions are given after the elections. Because it depends with whom you are going to vote for.
So,
you know, the mistakes, the Kenyans are seeing that they did a mistake during the 2022 elections because they are not being given whatever they were promised by President William Ruto. I remember President William Ruto akisema, nikiweka Biblia chini, maisha itarudi chini. Alisema bei ya unga itakuja ifike 90.
Itashuka.
Alisema nikiweka Biblia chini, boda wote watakuwa wanakimbiza pikipiki za stima. Alisema nikiweka Biblia chini, gharama ya masomo itashuka. Where is it? Right now we are talking about 40% of students that haven't joined senior school. Why? Right now we are talking about almost 20% of university students. They have deferred. Why? Because of these silly things about new funding model. And you can see people wasting money doing something. Actually, yesterday during the ODM rally, the money was there. Handouts were given out at golf. People are being given 500 shillings each, and just tell me how many people are there.
But now you've said that the electorate imeamka as per now, but sasa vitu kama hizo zikifanyika bado tunakuwa na wasiwasi kama before 2022 umekuwa unasema ni kama tulikuwa hatuna ile hatukuwa tumefunga macho, lakini still vitu ambavyo vinafanyika, vile vitu ambavyo vimefanyika jana bado vinatupa wasiwasi.
No, remember one thing I always quote from our leaders, just like Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua always tell people, just go there, take that money, but don't take that money to the house. Ukipewa pesa, pass through the supermarket, buy something, come with it, you know.
But now unajua bado tukiendelea kuingia tukikuja hizi mikutano zao wataona ni kama bado wana nguvu.
No, let me tell you my brother, I have seen so many people being ferried in buses, in cars, in motorbikes, for the sake of going and fill the ground. Actually, people aren't. Yesterday nikiona watu walikuwa pale, buses were there. No, like normal people around the town were there in the town doing their businesses. Where were those people from?
Hata jana mi hiyo shughuli ikifanyika sikuwa nimejua.
Ndio hiyo. So where were those people? Those people were being ferried with buses. Walikuwa wanatolewa huko na buses. I always see hata nikiwa my hometown, Bungoma. When there is such like a rally, people are careless. They don't care about it. But you can just see people filling the ground. Where are those people coming from? Unaweza ona school buses passing, zinakuja, but zimejaza watu. Those people are being paid to be there.
So kuna swali unalihepa, lakini lazima utalijibu. Kuna swali hapa unalihepa. Sasa umesema serikali ni mbaya. Even though in short,
let me tell you, I'm not saying serikali ni mbaya because every government has its own weaknesses. Remember, even
but the weaknesses of this government is that they are too much.
No, they are too much, but there is a solution. You know, the only thing I can tell President Ruto, I loved him. And even I voted for him because I believed in whatever he told the people. And I still, if he can just achieve whatever he told the people, he can fulfill. 100% I'll vote for him. But with these things that he's doing currently, like he's taking too much advice from the people who aren't even vote for him.
But now the question, the underlying question is, now what is the way forward for Kenyans?
Okay,
do they support the government fully, or because the opposition doesn't have an alternative, the government is doing shit?
Okay, let me tell you this. The only solution that is there is for the Kenyans to take votes. Let them just go and register.
Where will they take those votes if the opposition is not offering the alternative?
No, you know, you cannot wait for the opposition to tell you go and take your vote. You are the one as a Kenyan, because it's your democratic right.
I get you.
Yeah.
I have the vote. But now, where do I take my vote to? Because this person to where I have to take my vote is not offering the alternative. Yule ambaye ako serikalini bado ananifinyilia. I don't like him.
And that is why, my brother, let me tell you, this thing, I remember during the 2022 general elections, President William Ruto started campaigns even without being announced. Alianza mapema sana.
The moment 2019,
yeah, the moment they fall out with President William Ruto, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, that was the time President William Ruto started campaigns. Now, the things that he was saying, it made people to believe in him, you know?
It is called he framed his agenda.
Yeah, sure. It made people to believe in him. But up to now, not even 30% has been fulfilled. You know,
but
so that is I believe, you know, maybe the opposition might be having a strategy whereby they don't want to be telling people to be repeating the same thing that happened during 2022 before 2022 general elections. They might be having their own plans, because even the time for manifesto launching will come. They launch their manifestos, and good things come at the right time. You know, you cannot be walking right now saying this, this, but you know very well you are not going to fulfill it. Remember, what Matiang'i said? Matiang'i said, I'm not coming to do something to make you happy. I'm just coming to change Kenya. How are you going to change Kenya?
You have to tell us now. That is the question.
No, and you are just going to change Kenya
How?
through your own manifestos, and you cannot launch manifestos at this time of the year, bro. It's 2026. It's not your time for campaign. You know,
But how can you convince me? How can, because most of the times, if you want to convince somebody, you have to frame an agenda, then you popularize that agenda in a span of time, then unaacha ile agenda inasing, wase wana internalize that agenda. But sasa ukiniambia kufikia sasa hawajatoa ile manifesto yao, watatoa maybe katikati ya mwaka ama at the end of the year, people won't be familiar with that manifesto. Na hapo sasa ndo now the regime yenye iko kwa nini yenye iko saizi, hapo sasa ndo ita beat opposition.
And
why?
That is why let me tell you now, that is why I am telling you this. The current regime that is in it now, they started saying those manifestos earlier, and now that Kenyans wamefunguka macho, they don't want to be lied. Hawataki kudanganywa, you know. So even if the opposition comes with their own manifestos right now, these people wataona still the same will happen. So the good thing is that they have to wait for the right time to come.
Hope that works for them. But
yeah, and that is what I'm believing. And you know, the thing that I'm saying is that President Ruto is not a bad person. Actually, I loved President Ruto when he started being the deputy president during the 2013.
What did you like him for?
I liked him for the zeal he had, the passion he had for leading, because that person could stand and come to talk to you as a person, and you could have changed. But this thing ya kukuja to be having so many advisors, nini, people who cannot even help you. Right now, for example, in Western Kenya, saizi President Ruto akikuja Western Kenya, anakuja kwa sababu ya nani?
Maybe Wetangula, Mudavadi, Oparanya.
Achia hapo. Mudavadi, Oparanya. Mudavadi, Wetangula. Can those people now speak in Western Kenya? Do they have the say? No, I don't believe if Wetangula and Mudavadi have the say right now.
Kitu cha kushangaza, hata Ruto ashuke hapa saizi, watu bado watakuwa.
Watu watakuwepo. You know, remember,
watu
my brother,
watakuja.
People should just come there. You know, Pato, I cannot be here because I love you. I'm here to hear whatever you are saying.
Yeah.
So that I can go and judge you. I can go and get something from whatever you said. That is it.
So, tukiachana na hayo, can we talk a bit about Dede Nyoro?
Dede Nyoro.
Dede Nyoro,
kijana wa
Kiharu MP. So, kwenye siku za hivi karibuni ameonekana ya kwamba he's one of the most loved MPs in Kenya as per now.
Not even one, he's the only one. Right now.
Babu Owino.
Supportive.
Sawa. So Dede Nyoro anasema kwa
okay, let's say he's one of them because I can acknowledge like 5 MPs whom they are being loved, minus my own MP in Bumula County, sub-county, minus.
What's wrong with him?
Mwanzo, he's in opposition. I can't love him.
You don't love him?
I don't like him.
Why?
He's doing nothing. What is he doing?
What do you want him to do?
Let's go on. What about Dede Nyoro?
Now Dede Nyoro anasema kule kwake Kiharu. Feed shilingi 300 punch.
300.
Ni punch peke yake. Aya. Anasema at the end of
every Friday of the month.
Watoto watakuwa wanatandikwa na chapati hapo Uganda. So I don't know. Ni Dede Nyoro hakuna sponsor mwenye au wabunge wengine hawana, ama ni pesa za CDF zenye ana utilize vizuri? Mbona tunaona hizi disparity between Dede Nyoro na wabunge wetu wengine?
It's very shameful when you can just be talking about somebody's work na kwako kumekushinda. You know, I was listening keenly about a certain interview in a certain media house whereby Dede Nyoro was being hosted by our own Babu Owino, you know? And Dede Nyoro explained very well. He was being asked, like, where do you get this money from? And the man strategically stated that, in our own constituency, Kiharu Sub-County, we always train people. Huanga tunasema ya kwamba, if you can do tiling, we are going to train you to do tiling. If you can be a masonry, we are going to train you to do masonry. If you are able to kushona, we are going to train you. And that is whatever that is making Kiharu to be developed, to be more developed. Let me ask you, kama mbunge amechukua vijana kama 100, amewapeleka chuoni, tuseme maybe polytechnic ama vyuo vya ufundi tu, amewapeleka kule, amewafundisha how do they construct, how they can do some things that can bring them money. Umechukua vijana 100, umewaelimisha, umewapeleka kama ni kusomea huo mjengo, wamesoma vizuri. Can you tell me that they cannot bring it back to the community?
Now the problem is with our MPs is how they plan their things. Ni planning tu imewalemea. So waende nini benchmarking
kule Kiharu. And that is why Ndindi Nyoro anasema pesa zenye sisi yafaa tulipe hao ma-engineer. Na ali-explain vizuri. Akasema sisi, alisema something like huo wanapewa something like 600 million. I think so. 600 million per constituency. Tuseme for example. Then the moment you are getting unaenda kwa shule, let me take for example, wewe ni MP, umeenda kwa shule, umepatiana cheki ya 300 million. Under 300 million, remember ukitoka pale, you are going to live with 100 million. Ukitoka hapa, yani umepatiana 500, you are going to live with 100,000. Tuseme hivyo, 160,000. Hii 160,000 si tunaenda nayo. Hiyo ni ya ushuru. Then ukitoka pale, you are not going to give the money to the contractor. Unajua huyu contractor atafanya nini? You know whatever things that contractors do. Without much supervision, these people are going to mishandle those money. So Ndindi Nyoro akona ile team yake, trusted team, yenye akiambia let's do this, they will coordinate the work and they will do it without even single cent being embezzled. So in short, I'm saying that before you do something, make sure that people around you are the people who can wish you well, who can make you prosper as a leader.
Yeah.
For example, Mimi, the only thing that I say that I'm not in concurrence with my current MP, Bwana Wamboka. Each and every time Mr. Wamboka goes for a rally, and he do it every day, kila mahali penye anaenda, lazima apatiane pesa to the people. Lazima agawe pesa. So yake wapi? Let me ask you, my brother. You know, these people should convert this money into something usable. Because you cannot tell me that umeenda mahali today umetoa almost 200,000, kesho 200,000, kesho kutwa 200,000 in a week. 1.4 million tuseme, for example. 1.4 million.
Hiyo ni class moja hiyo.
Hiyo ni class moja. Hiyo 1.4 million ukiconvert unaweza patia basari watoto wangapi? Wengi sana. Aya, for example, uniambie these people wenye unaenda kuona youths hawana kazi, hawana maji, you know? Watoto hawasomi, school fees inasumbua. Why don't you convert this money into something usable? At least hatu wajenge to community water tap pale. Itakuwa inawasawa.
This is politics.
No, it's politics. It's politics, but I'm telling you the difference between MP Ndindi Nyoro
and Wamboka
with other. No, not even Wamboka. Actually, Wamboka might be doing something better. But we have other MPs who are just there, bedriding themselves. They aren't doing something.
So before we finish, let us talk a bit. Let us brush a bit about the ODM politics. So nitakuwa maybe uniambie tu Winnie Odinga and Oburu Odinga, who can fully replace Baba, even halfly replace Baba?
You know, my brother, let me tell you, somebody somewhere told me that you cannot scare a pregnant woman with an erected something human.
Oh, those things that I got you.
Yeah,
Got
you got me.
there is only one thing that can erect. So yeah, I got you.
So what I'm trying to mean is that whatever Oburu Odinga is doing actually is not good. Because for you to bring Baba's legacy into action, you have to involve the people he left. Winnie Odinga is not there to take ODM. Winnie Odinga is there to make that ODM is in the right direction, because the spirit of Baba is still dwelling in Winnie Odinga. You know, so Oburu Odinga could have done this. He could have called Winnie Odinga together with the junior, together with the other young leaders in ODM, and he could have told them, this is the way we want us to go. This is the strategy we are having. Actually, it could have been okay. But just taking the party on your own because Raila was your brother, that is not the right way.
Now, but I saw yesterday when I was following the Kamkunji rally, I somehow saw something that is special in Winnie that Oburu lacks. I saw the Baba. I saw something.
And that is
Winnie.
what I'm telling you, my brother. Politics is not given. You are born with it. Just tell me, how many years has Oburu been in politics?
Yeah, so many.
No.
Oburu,
being a leader.
Amekuanga mbunge amekuwa mbunge.
What's the legacy he left as a mbunge?
Maybe to his constituency, maybe was constituency wake.
But
now in national politics, he has been most of the times amekuanga dull sana.
Yeah. Even remember, I think most of the people in ODM, it was Baba's favor which gave them whoever they were. I didn't believe that Barasa could have beaten Bwana Kileo Malala during the gubernatorial elections. I couldn't believe. But because of Baba, because they love people had on Baba could have spoken. Anasema pigeni huyu kura, and people could have respected.
But as for me, I never sikuwaipenda that strategy atakuja hapa aseme pigeni huyu kura. Then as for me, nilikuwa nafikiria ni kama because juu ya ideologies zako zenye tumekubaliana nazo, huyu mjama mwenye unasema tumpigie kura, he can be of different ideologies zenye sisi relate nazo. For example, kwa constituency yetu, huyu ni msee tunamjua, his integrity is questionable, lakini sasa juu wewe umekuja umesema tumpatie, then aenda afanye bullshit.
And that is why I'm telling you, with the demise of Baba, so many people are going to open their eyes. They are going to open their eyes.
So we are in 2026, 2027.
And maybe before I finish, with the demise of Baba, so many people, the Kenyans are going to open their eyes. Leaders are going to open their stomach. They're going to open.
But
and some of them, they have already opened.
But their stomachs are always open.
No. Right now, they're open. They are going to open their stomach in order to be favored by somebody.
You are becoming Aristotle. You guys.
I have to. Actually, that's the truth, actually.
Now, it is 2026. And the election is not far. Yeah, so first of all, you have to analyze all these people before you make your decision. So make sure that in coming 2027, you make a right decision that will make you not to regret in the next 5 years.
Sure.
You're parting short?
Yes.
You're parting short. You're in a nutshell. What can you tell our viewers?
My viewers, actually, the only advice I can give you is that you just take care and let politics speak for itself. Don't speak politics, because if you speak politics...
But we have been speaking politics.
No, I'm telling our listener, our viewer, the ordinary Kenyan, don't speak politics. Let politics speak you as it is. And
what?
Let politics speak itself, you know? don't speak politics. And it's 2026. Make sure before April April month of the year, make sure you've gotten your voter's card, and everything is going to be okay.
Now the creatures outside looked from the pig to man, and from man to pig, and from pig to man again. But already it was impossible to say which was which. There was no difference. Maskani Podcast
254. Nimekuwa wako kijana mstaarabu aliyestaarabika kutokana na starehe za mababu. Barasa Kimanai mwenyewe.
Omita Patrick here.